Hello, friends. We have a special guest with us today. We have, well, Brody, who's going to be helping me. But the real star here is we have Elf Clint directly from the North Pole. Hello.
Hello, hello. How are y'all?
Good. Thanks for joining us today. So we're going to talk Christmas, obviously. So how is Christmas prep going at the North Pole?
Well, as you can imagine, we have been busy. We try to make most of our own parts, but if you've ordered anything online, you probably know that shipping delays are awful. So we're still waiting on a few parts to finish those last few toys, of course, but I know their post office is doing all that they can. But yeah, we have been working around the clock. I mean, we have about 3 million elves that help us. It is a crazy team. Try managing that. Papa Elf has his hands full. But yeah, we are just around the clock. Lots of toy making, baby dolls, PlayStation 4. That's something we're missing parts on, which is why it's such a shortage. I know we're trying hard. But yeah, and then of course we have the elves that are working in the bake shop to make sure that we all have food. And yeah, so just a few days though, so we're getting right there.
Right, yeah, coming down to the wire.
I've always wanted to know, how's Santa preparing?
Well, Santa, when it comes about this time, Santa's very hands-on until about the last week before Christmas. He starts trying to rest. Mrs. Claus really stays on him. I don't know if your mom ever nags your dad, but probably not at your house. But at the North Pole, Mrs. Claus kind of makes Santa calm down. He has a hard time being away from the workshop, but we try to keep him in his house, keep him resting up. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. So usually he tries to eat a lot of good, healthy food because he's about to really put away the milk and cookies in a couple of days. So Mrs. Claus makes him try to lose a few pounds before he gets out on the road. And that, or I guess in the skies, he doesn't really take the road, of course, but and then he spends a lot of time with the reindeer, just making sure that they're healthy and they're ready to go and keeping their spirit up.
That's great. And what about the elves? I mean, you guys are the ones putting in the hard work. How do you guys make sure that you stay healthy and hanging in there and work?
Well, yeah, it's pretty well around the clock. We do take scheduled nap breaks. A good 15 minutes keeps us going for at least another 8 hours. So that's good. But yeah, we try to, as Christmas gets close, we try to get more sleep to make sure we're well rested. Our stress level stays down. If you know me, I love sugar, but this time of year, I really try to cut back on that and focus on getting a little bit of exercise, eating my fruits and vegetables, eating a balanced meal. Papa Elf is always on me. Jovi is always on me. I've got to set a good example for little baby Susie. But yeah, it's just about keeping a healthy diet and making sure that we get more rest than what we think we really need, because it's easy to just keep going and work.
How do you guys keep your spirits up at the North Pole when it gets this busy?
Well, there's lots of singing, lots and lots of singing, Usually if somebody gets a little frustrated, thinks they're cotton-headed ninny muggins, we just kind of cheer them on. It's just probably singing is our favorite. And then just remember that we have a job to do, and lots of boys and girls are counting on us. And if we don't show up and deliver, then we've disappointed a lot of people. So we work hard to keep that in mind, and that keeps our spirit going, knowing that we're helping people.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to ask before I go into the list? No? Okay. So I know you're very involved in the boot heel of Missouri in an organization called Kringles Kitchen. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes. So we have a charity that I started, I guess in 2011. And so the goal was to feed people on Christmas Day a hot meal who wouldn't ordinarily get one, no questions asked. So it's either if you're elderly and maybe home alone, can't cook, or if you're needy due to finances. And so that's kind of where we started with the hot meal. We've grown since then to be hot meal on Christmas Day that we deliver. We do a toy for all the kids. We do a stocking for all the kids. So, it's got juice and a few healthy things, but kind of a few junk food too, just because they won't be at school for a couple of weeks. So give them something at home to eat. We do a big food basket full of canned goods and stuff for the whole family. And then we do nursing home gifts. We do a little over 100 of those. And so it's kind of turned into a big Christmas Day project, but we have a lot of volunteers that come and devote their Christmas morning to us, and we serve the community.
Great. So, and you're in Portageville. So if somebody in that area needed to get in touch with you about this, either donating or volunteering, or they need this service, how can they get a hold of you?
Right now we kind of, we advertise it on Facebook on our page. We also, back in the fall, usually right around Thanksgiving, we send out letters to every church, every school, the housing authority here, and they get to turn in names, and then people just kind of word of mouth. So they can call my office, or they can call my cell phone, text me, which is, if you need it, 573-391-0109. And so that's kind of how we get our sponsorships. And then that's also how we get the names of people that are in need. And so we just kind of work off that list.
Great. So look up Kringles Kitchen on Facebook and like their page and follow them. And thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys up at the North Pole have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much. We will. We're looking forward to watching as all the little kids get their toys, and then also watching as we feed about 500 people on Christmas Day. We know it's going to be great. And so we appreciate everyone that keeps us going at the North Pole and keep us going at Kringles Kitchen, both financially and with volunteers. And we're looking forward to a very Merry Christmas.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.